to go to Santiago. So I did 36K yesterday. We're right past Hospital de la Cruz, right past Port Marin. And there's a lot more crowds now, so I'm trying to walk kind of stagger from the main cities, just because I feel like it's a little more peaceful on the walk. And look at these baby cows. Look at these cows and baby cows. They're like, it's 8 o'clock. We gotta start eating. You gotta start drinking. Hey, baby cows. Look at how cute you are. Hello. Are you baby cows? Are you drinking from the udders? Cuties. Are you drinking water, big cow? Are you a friendly cow? Look at how friendly they are. They're not friendly. They're protecting their babies. Goodbye, babies. Goodbye, big cows. Oh. You're making walking progress in my sandals today because they're pain in my right. So, move a lot faster on the asphalt. But this is we have this facing away from the wind. Albergue, kind of right on the side of the highway, and I was in the big town. I just was like, I'm gonna keep walking, because the night before I booked a room, and it wasn't anything like I wanted it to be or whatever I thought it was gonna be. It was a gelato place with no gelato. So today I said, okay, I'm not booking a room. It's a little more exciting. You don't know where you're gonna stay, and this albergue, and it was just me and this old German guy, and all the food was closed, so he shared his bag of chips with me. That was my dinner. So that's what I've had to eat for the last, like, geez, close to 24 hours now, maybe. Probably shouldn't have even eaten them. I would have gone into keto, but I've been eating a lot on this trip, so it feels good to, like, eat a little less. And honestly, all the pilgrim fruit is like, it's like, get a piece of meat with some French fries, and it's like, I want to try more Spanish. Well, I've had some really good Spanish fish, actually, so the fish is really good here. I've had bad luck with meat. It's just been like hunks of meat, or like, I ordered chicken yesterday, it was just like 3 tiny chicken breasts, just like totally overcooked. It was good. I mean, it's like hard to mess up chicken. And then just a giant plate of mushrooms, but like the mushrooms were just like looked like they were right from a can. So I just was like, they looked like slimy and pretty gross. So I was not. I ate a couple and I was like, this is not going to be good for me. So, and I had some peppers, which were pretty good, but cold. So. Interesting food selections in Spain, you know. You order peppers, mushrooms, and chicken, and you get gold peppers, fried chicken, and soggy mushrooms. So, you know, but there's like, the thing is, there's like one guy working the entire spot on the side of the road, usually. It's like, so, if there's one person cooking, they're probably using their microwave. The best is if you get like for breakfast a lady that'll cook you some like fresh eggs and stuff. That's always pretty good. That's perfect time. So maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe it's going lower today, which I don't know, but I guess this town halfway through has good octopus. So I can stop at the bigger city today and then go there after. It's so much more peaceful walking by myself. I don't try to like walk faster or slower. It's like subconsciously, even if there's people walking faster than me or slower, or what's worse is they pause and they're walking the same speed as you and you're just like walking right next to them. And I'm kind of over the time point of like trying to meet new friends or new people. Dietmar guy was cool from Germany last night. He knew this other German lady that I walked with for a while, Margit. So he sent her a picture of us together. She really enjoyed that. And they seem to be collecting a lot of old German people that want me to come see them in Germany. So maybe that's a sign. I think Germany and France would be wonderful signs. So maybe I could go to Deer Park Monastery and then go to Germany afterwards. That'd be really cool. Maybe I could see Jacob or Lola in France, and then I could go see Margit in Germany, and then I could see my buddy Kevin and Niall in Ireland. That'd be a pretty sweet couple months in the summertime. Perhaps I should do that. But I've also heard about the Japanese Camino. That sounds amazing to do. Subscribers and 4 of them are me in my different accounts. So whoever your one true subscriber is, this is an algorithm. Casa Molar. HT Fix Casa. Dang. Who knows? It might have been closed down though today. Seem to be hitting all these spots that get closed at the end of October. So that's going to make it a little more challenging. Especially as I go through Portal, I think I need to stick to the big towns from that one for sure. Research a bit more. great stuff. Dang, another hill. Cows. Hello. Ooh. Didn't like that. I like the gate though. Drink water. Still got a lot of water. Hello. Last night I got in there at like 6 and just went right to bed and slept all night long because I had walked so much. The night before I get in there at like 2 and we'll stay up till like 11. It's like our brain quiets down with exercise. Makes sense. I did so many hills yesterday. At least I took a break. I was sleeping. Part of me was like, I bet I could walk all night long. And to be fair, I haven't eaten anything. I'm covered. Yesterday. I think that's the way to go. Lights, do you remember? Yeah, as soon as I eat like a pizza for lunch, it's like, it's game over. I'm like, oh. Let me just be done. Get my second dinner somewhere else. Double dinner. Double pizzas. Yeah. Well, I did a 36K day and it's, you know, that allows you time to, day before I rested a lot, so. If I do Finisterre, I'm gonna have to do 30K days, and it's definitely a big push at the end. So I should do 30K right now. Let me have a little bit of a buffer as I go through. It's supposed to rain really hard tomorrow, so I want to get through the whole hill stuff and get the flat part today. Wouldn't be too bad. But other than that, listening to Alan Watts' biography on my walk, and chanting and listening to nothing. Listening to these tunes. Saying, oh geez, I can't feel my knees. And, making my way downtown. Walk across this country. It's cool to say I walked across the country though. Have you walked across the country? I didn't think so. A lot of good self-reflection, a lot of good birds flying in the morning time over sunrises. That's how you know you're getting spiritually deep. You see sunrises. And birds flying off in the distance. Like it's some sort of metaphor for my spiritual awakening. Which, if I was truly spiritually awakened, I could just do the same thing watching YouTube on the couch. I was really the master. You can get pure enlightenment. Bing! There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, it's funny. Listening to Alan Watts, I kind of agree with a lot of his opinions where drink and smoke and have sex and do things and live life and go study and be curious. Because people that are like too adherent to the rules are just boxing themselves in, and anything in life is bad. Like following the rules too much is bad. If you follow the rules all the time, then how would you make new rules? So even following the rules can be a bad idea. Of course, you know, there's certain ones you want to go out and murder people. So it takes just some conscious decision making, and he said something very good, or his buddy did. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like our ego is constructed just like culture, like a map is, or anything else. So, I mean, constructs of culture, our ego. And it's been nice going to Europe to view the European egos and constructs. But you're also meeting travelers, right? On the Camino, I'm meeting just a lot of other travelers and tourists. So, I guess I'm a tourist, right? But I think there's a difference between doing the Camino for like a week and doing it for the whole 33 days or whatever. Because you're going through places where there's nothing really fun or interesting to look at, and you're just kind of walking. I'm better than them. That's what I'm trying to say out loud. But when you have a group of like 20 people together that are all like a family, it's like, okay, well, now we're in tourist zone, and you're just doing it to walk and look at pretty things. Versus some people are walking the Camino for their spiritual path, and a lot of people I've talked to have dreamt about doing this for a long time, and they finally on their pensions. And I talked to one guy the other night, and he did it when 17, and it's 10 years later. He's 27. He did it again now. This guy named Harry, this English dude, he rolled his leg, and he couldn't walk very far. 2 days ago, I met him. And yeah, so it's a very bimodal Camino. It's like people in their 20s or people in their 60s. I've met 2 people in their 40s, something like that. Buddy Jacobs was 40s. So we walk. But yeah, our egos are just whatever we grab onto, right? Our constructs of I-ness. I, like me, if you take all my clothes away, take my money, you take my social standing or whatever, you say you take my arm, you start clipping off fingers, like you make me invalid, you make me handicapped. Ego is where you just try to hold on to image of yourself where it was versus being on the spot. I think there's some light holding together of an ego. And I don't think an ego is the worst thing in the world. And this is where it gets challenging. Is ego the space where we breathe air? Because that's necessary, but it's also unconscious. Right? So you could be totally unconscious and breathe air, fulfilling a bodily function. Eating food. Is that ego? So you have a feeding tube in you. You're eating and you're getting nutrients, and you're also unconscious. So let's say you're a kid and you start eating food and you start getting a preference for something. You like this food versus that food. You like carrots versus peas. Is that ego, having a preference? Ross would say that having no preferences is the easiest way to not have any issues. You're fine with peas and carrots. But our body subconsciously knows that maybe peas are better for us than carrots. Maybe your life would be better if you ate peas. My mom never gave me peas. You start breaking down ego. It's they're a collection of skandhas, according to Buddhist practices. Which I can't remember all 5 of them right now. I'm a bad Buddhist. I'm a theoretical Buddhist. I don't know where I'm at on the Buddha scale. Some days I feel pretty enlightened, and some days I feel like an average American number, 10. Number 42069. These little trees. There's gotta be some sort of searching going on in your life. Some people don't search stuff, they're just go to my job, here, watch football, I have a wife, I have 2 kids, rinse, repeat, every weekend. Yeah, it's a little crazy. I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I fit into that mold. I never really have. I don't want to pretend to like normal shit. I want to dance and sing and play music and learn about science. And I only want to drink beer and watch football when it's I haven't done it in so long that I feel like I'm forgot what it feels like. Because it is fun. It is fun to drink beer and watch football. I did it. One time I did it for a whole day with my college roommates. We drank beer. We watched 3 college games and 1 pro game. It was 12 hours of football. And at the end I was like, dear Lord. And that was their normal day, Sunday. And I was like, I can't fucking believe they could do that. I just wanted to try it. And it just turns you into this you get this dopamine hit because you think you're playing the game and you're drinking and you're with your buddies. So it's a really nice, fun coma. A sports coma. But I just don't care. Because I think for football, it's they just trade people around anyways. So it's you create these teams with the lottery, the draft lottery, and things like that. And it's just random. None of these people are from places where they're playing for. Where's the pride? Where's the hometown pride? That's why I like fighting. Because I'm you're one person in there against the one person. It's good fucking luck. UFC fighting with 1 versus 1. I wonder how they do if there was like a 2 versus 2 UFC. Like that'd be really crazy. Never thought about that, but that'd be really cool. Probably be fucking chaos. But 1 versus 1 is like, that's like chess right there. Like, okay, get in there and you do your thing. But football can be like chess too. Chess can be like chess. I hope I'm still on the Camino. I haven't really been paying attention that much. I assume this is the way. Nobody's behind me. No one's in front of me. A beautiful morning. Yeah, that's the way to go. Just to stagger yourself. Ew. So, definitely get the travel. Definitely get the travel bug, for sure. Traveling can be expensive, so I'll go take a rest and work on some projects and get back out there. I like Caminoing, though. I think taking long hikes with other people is like such a good way to travel. You can rent a car, you can stay at really cheap places. Less tourists. So, I'm sure you love that. This is the spiritual content that people need in their life. I just say that enough times. I think it's true. You need this. Enlightenment. 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 What if, like, the Buddha got enlightened to where there was, like, a bunch of people doing, like, a kegger around him because he's just chilling? And they're like, enlightenment, enlightenment. And then he, like, became enlightened and everyone's like, yeah! Fuck yeah! Yeah, bro! He just got all his homies cheering him on. Instead, what happened to the Buddha is they like stuck like fucking straw things up his nose to see if he would move at all. Once his friends are assholes. Like, I bet this guy will move. Oh. That's crazy, man. Just sit in front of a tree. I mean, Eckhart Tolle did it, right? Sat on a bench for like a long time, and then he was like, all right, I get it. Maybe my demeanor is not enlightened enough, but it's all your action. See, I'm walking like a trouncy trounce, right? But I could... Trees with the wind. Sure. The wind is just wind. Articles up here. Where did that start? Oh, there. Moving forward. Interconnectedness. Where are they calling to? think the key to spirituality is to be unenthusiastically yourself. Or enthusiastically yourself. Unenthusiastic. You want to be enthusiastic, not be enthusiastic. Check. Walking is hard in the morning. It's definitely easier after you eat like a Snickers and a banana and some coffee. I've been walking for a while without food. I think of all those like I shouldn't be alive stories. There's one story where a guy had fell on the banks of this river after getting attacked by crocodiles, and his friends like left him for dead. They thought he was dead. And then he awakened on this bank because like a bunch of fire ants were eating him, and that like fired his adrenaline up, or else he would have just died and bled out. And he started walking again. That's a pretty hardcore story. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen to me on the Camino. I don't think there's Spanish crocodiles. Spain is like pretty predator free. I've noticed. It's like this is a pretty chill countryside. It's pretty hard to like die in the countryside in Spain because there's like, I mean, I guess there's mosquitoes, but it's been cold enough. Even in October, I haven't had any on me, so it's been really nice. Hawaii can get bad with mosquitoes for sure. Yeah. Having a good day so far. That's enough. To be spouting crazy antics of spiritual wisdom. I know that's what everyone needs. All you have to do is just be a good person. I think that's just the end of the day. Just find another set of people who share your beliefs. Come to some sort of agreed consensus on that. Communicate properly. Don't be an asshole. You get angry, walk away. Feel like you're gonna fuck something up, don't do it. If you want to change your life, sleep on it overnight. Take a week to make a big decision. But often life doesn't happen that way. Often there's all these split-second decisions that people make. If I came on the Camino, I'm like, I'm doing it. It took me like one day to be like, this is happening. I'm leaving in a week. And I would have taken a week to plan and this and that. I would have went left in June and it would have been hot and so many people. It would have not been the same experience. So, there's just exceptions. Anyways, we're getting past 30. It's up to 35 minutes here. YouTube makes it very difficult to upload something very long when I have these crappy internets out here these days. So we walk. And I will talk to you all another day. Beautiful people. You might never see this. That's okay.